Hey, we are actually live. What about that? What about that? 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the weekly close. I'm yours truly, the Coin Baron, and the straps are unstrapping in themselves right now. But what a day. Today, a 50-minute late start to the weekly close. We do this stream every week, every Sunday, same time, 9 p.m. Central European time. But today, as you might have seen in the chat, I had some family issues. Unfortunately, my grandma is in hospital today, so I just came back from a visit. So unfortunately, I did not prepare much today, but I do have some charts. I want to start off though by quickly kind of reiterating why I'm in this space, guys. I'm in this space for two reasons. First, I really like the tech. I really like what is happening with the whole switch to more decentralization, but also I'm in here to make money. I'm not in here to make money to get beautiful watches, beautiful cars. These are all nice to have, right? All nice to have. I'm in here to make my family happy, to make others have a good life. Take good care of the people you love. I hope all of you guys are in here for the same reasons. Make money, not for a beautiful holiday, make them for basically a beautiful life. Anyways, big words from a young man. But when you see that life is very fragile, it's, I think, a good reminder for all of us. It's a good reminder for all of us. Anyways, how are you guys doing today? Let me know why you are in here to make some money. So what we have right now on the charts is the Bitcoin chart. And the Bitcoin chart is interesting because last week, guys, I told you we probably would have a touch and then we would be heading towards 63k, give or take, because we kind of have somewhat of a trend line. Like this. And the next touch point would be somewhere at about this level, which sits at 63k, 63, 62, around those levels. And that's kind of what I see is happening right now. So we might have some struggle. We might have some struggle at the current point, the current date. Woo, where are we going? You see, we'll have some struggle at this blue line because this is the 50-day simple moving average. Oh, it's okay, it's Wade. It's okay. Always get strapped in. Always get strapped in. I hope you're doing fine as well, Wade. She will recover, but she's 90 years old, so it's fragile. And every time something goes wrong, it's of course always a bit, daunting because it could always go a lot worse from that point onwards. Welcome, Chicken Taco. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So at this point, guys, 63k seems kind of inevitable. We might have some struggle in the next few days, but from there on, it will be a matter of time, in my opinion. It will be a matter of time because this is kind of a structure we've been respecting a lot. And you can go to the weekly and you see definitely something like that is in play. And that's, that's crypto. It's kind of unpredictable, but at the same time, it's predictable as well. And in a few minutes, guys, I will go to the CRO chart because over there, you kind of see the same thing as well. Solid Snake, there we go. We're here for the money with CRO, yeah. But make sure, guys, you spend that money well. Welcome, Solid Snake. Let's CRO, guys, let's CRO. And let's strap in, don't forget. And if you're strapped in, don't forget to hit that like button. Really helps, guys. Really does help. So, yeah. Bitcoin, it's on its trajectory towards 63k, in my opinion. Of course, no financial advice. Looking at this chart, I might be able to do it a bit more like this. Yeah, this looks a bit better. 60, yeah, 63. I removed the line from last week because it became... I made a video this week. If you haven't watched it yet, make sure you do. Because it's filled with great information. You might see all these lines. What are all these lines? Well, these lines, guys, are the timeline, really. The timeline for this cycle. So my expectation, guys, my expectation is that this will be the start for Crowball 2. We will see, though. We will see. We also do have a comment over here by its weight. Have you seen Marion Cronos taking off? That's one of the things which can maybe change things up a little bit. So right now, we kind of see a revival. We do see a revival of the Cronos ecosystem coins, like Mary, like Karl, and like Korg AI. Don't underestimate the power of Korg AI. It's a big one. Currently, it's the biggest coin on Cronos. It is. For sure. So I'm hoping if Bitcoin can actually keep treading up, we can see a second meme season for Cronos. Who knows? And if that happens, guys, and I think also that is inevitable. I agree with its weight over here. Is that, by the way, that's a Matt Meerkat, dude. Cool. You've been here for a long time, it seems. But when that happens, guys, make sure you take profits, because you have seen things can go up really quickly, but it can go down as well. So make profits if you want. And also make sure you pick your conviction coins, because sometimes you have to stick to your conviction as well. Don't sell too early. But this is kind of, guys, what I've been working on last week. This is my timeline, really. My timeline for Cronos this season. But if you're waiting for Bitcoin to tread up, like Wade is saying, I do think that Bitcoin, if Bitcoin is going to repeat history, it's most likely to start really going up. I don't think in October, maybe the end of October, but mainly starting from November 2024. Because we have elections, we have more Fed rate cuts. There are in general so many reasons to be bullish on Bitcoin. I would say in November. Make money for generational wealth, buying a house, or simply early retirement. Yeah. Make your life matter, guys. Make your life matter. That's all I'm saying here as well. And fortune does favor the brave. That's also a meme coin on Cronos. Welcome, Mikey. Mikey? MK? MK? Isn't that from South Park? I think it is. Cool stuff, guys. Cool stuff. So this is my timeline. Check out the video if you want to get more details, because I think it's interesting to understand why it might be a bit slower than you might be used to, because we have had quite the lull, haven't we? Jeez Louise, since the halving, basically half a year of nothingness. Half a year of nothingness. So boring, isn't it? So boring. Let's go to the Crow chart, guys, because there I also do see some cool things. I also made a tweet about it. I did make a tweet about it. Not this one. Crow US dollar. No, not this one. So many Crow charts. Crypto? Oh, well, we can actually make it ourselves right now as well. Let's make it quickly on this chart. So what is interesting to see is that we are still trading below the 50-week simple moving average for Cronos. That's the blue line. And as long as we're trading that below that, it's somewhat bearish, I would say. This line is slowly moving up, but only sitting at about 10 cents. So not that high, not that high. What I've been looking at is I think I need to go to the daily though, because this is hard to see. Yeah, you see it a bit better. So what I'm seeing here, and you might disagree, but I think it's a quite decent line. Let's go make it a bit different color, because it's hard to see like this. So let's go to orange. Yeah, no dot lines. Let's go. So we have the first leg. Then we have, I would say, the second leg. Let's remove the actually it's more like this over here. Yeah. So we have the first leg, then we have the second leg, then we have the third leg, which is this one. And then we go make another high. I would actually prefer this one over here. And then we go down again. And then we go up again. This is, guys, looking a bit like a mountaintop, isn't it? Let's inverse it right now. Let's inverse it. Can I inverse it? I should be able to. Yeah. If you inverse it, this is definitely a bearish signal, guys. This is a bearish signal looking at this line. This is like the mountaintop, right? And then this would have been the mountaintop. But this is an inverse chart right now. Inverse, that means we should look at it the other way around. We should look at it the different way. So, I'm actually quite bullish on this. I think if I go back to my tweet, I can probably look it up quickly. I also put in a target, a sneaky target. I don't like to do short time frame trading, but look at this. I think this is the clearest one. You definitely see mountain 1, mountain 2, mountain 3, which is also the head and shoulders pattern, but this one is inverse. And then the target, this is a nice 11 cents. QBA, let's CRO. Yes, and looking at this chart, guys, I think it's quite bullish for CRO. I do think it's quite bullish for CRO. But of course, no financial advice. No financial advice. And some people say to me, well, Coin Baron, isn't it a bit crooked? It is, but this is still okay for charts like this. This is a bit of technical analysis, and it doesn't have to be like the perfect straight line like a mountaintop. This is fine as well. Okay. Do you think that CDC waits for the right moment to post about awesome news and burns? I think so, MK. Or Actually, I don't think so. It comes when it comes. The Apple promotion was kind of at a weird timing. It was kind of just after the Bitcoin bull, mini bull, going to about the new 70k all-time high for Bitcoin. And also the promotion or the partnership with, what was it called again? The partnership with the UEFA Champions League. Really big news, really big. Well, that's somewhat of a weird time, isn't it? A bit of a weird time. Kind of at the bottom of the CRO price. And about burns, Zahid is right. So we are very close to the next 50 million burn. The next 50 million burn. And I can show it to you if I find it. Yeah, here it is. If no one knows what Zahid is talking about, so we have this over here. This is Cronos POS. So this is the original Cronos chain. Cronos proof of stake. And here we have it. The pending burn amount. So right now, guys, about 50 million CRO, or about, is that $5 million? Jeez. About $5 million, or 4 right now. $4 million of CRO is being burned. In about a few weeks, I guess. In about a few weeks. That was quite quick though, wasn't it? Really quick. So we had the first burn, December 18. The second burn, July 24th. That was after about 7 months. 7 months in between. And this time around, we're only 3 months up. 3 months. And another 50 million. That was really quick. That was really quick. So in total, we will have burned about 150 million CRO. So we don't have the max supply of 30 billion anymore. We'll actually have about 29 million and a bit. 29 billion and a bit. So Martino right now is saying that, well, it's just a tiny bit, you know, like a drop in the ocean. But every drop helps. Every drop helps. Especially in crypto, because it's mainly narrative, isn't it? It's mainly narrative. It's mainly narrative. Because burns are okay, but if no one is interested in your product, if no one is interested in your ecosystem, burns do nothing. Burns do absolutely nothing. So what we need is more users, more customers for Crypto.com, more users for Cronos. And, oh, what do we have? Martino is saying, Black Sea, what's the boy back? You're not in a favor of that, right? You know, Black Sea, guys, is from the Crypto Report. He's posting about a quarterly buyback can burn. And first and foremost, I'm not against burning. I think burning is a solid way to help tokenomics. But it shouldn't be the only thing, right? Burning itself is just kind of wasting money. It is kind of because it's not doing anything productive other than reducing the supply. And I think that partnerships like the UEFA one or partnerships with Cronos projects is, I think, a lot more helpful for the future, right? That's really productive. You have to use money to make money. You have to use money to make money. So stake it. Stake it. And Binance also does it. Well, actually not, Martino. Actually not. So I had a whole discussion with this about with Crypto West. And yes and no, they do it and they also don't really do it. Let me check if I can find it. They did it in the past. They did it in the past. I have so many tweets, jeez. So many tweets. Check me on Twitter, guys. It's at the Coin Baron. I cannot find it. I post too much on Twitter. I think I would have had it somewhere. Anyways. So the thing is, guys, Binance does burns. They do. But it's not really Binance doing it anymore. It's mainly the BNB chain that's doing burns. So every time you use the BNB chain, it's burning a little bit. And then we also have the auto burn program, which is kind of weird, but it doesn't use the quarterly profits. I can maybe find it. BNB auto burn. No. What is BNB auto burn? Yeah, here it is. So what is BNB auto burn? So they have right now, as I mentioned, I will zoom in a little bit. So they have two burning mechanisms for BNB, and they want to go to about 50% of the total supply in the long term. So the first mechanism is the burning of BNB spent as gas fees. So every time you use the chain, a little bit of BNB is burned. And then they have a second BNB burning event. And this is the one they are being very vague about, very vague. So they say the BNB auto burn mechanism will automatically adjust the amount of BNB to be burned based on the BNB price and the number of blocks generated on the BNB chain during the quarter. So they do a quarterly burn, but not anymore based on profits. Where the money is coming from, or why they do it. So there's a rumor, guys. There's a rumor that basically a big portion of the supply of BNB is just held by CZ, Changpeng Zhao, the former CEO of Binance. So the question is it like really doing burns? Are they buying stuff? Because they also have some troubles with the SEC, or are they doing different stuff? In the past, though, they did do, I think a 20%. They did do a 20% buyback and burn, but they don't anymore. You can check it out for yourself. It's all on the internet. So what VDG is saying right now is that for the Cronos burn, enough guys, enough about BNB. By the way, I like BNB, but I just don't like the exchange. The chain itself is fine though. The Binance exchange is not available in this country, so yeah, makes things a bit harder. But what VDG is saying about this Cronos POS burn, it takes about 2 months, so it will reach 50 million, and this will kind of initiate a voting period. So this will initiate, then people will have to vote, do we burn this, yes or no? And it's always a yes. So then it goes to the actual burn address, and then it's officially burned. So Martino is saying right now that he is taking 2 million CRO at Jerry's. Jerry's pool, guys, is one of the coolest Definitely one of the coolest guys running nodes. He's very knowledgeable about Cronos, how it works, how validating works. Really cool, I think. He also does other chains, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure. Anyways, I kind of hope this helped you, Martino, learning a bit more. Again, guys, I do like burns. I do like it, but it needs to be the right method. It needs to be the right method. And what I also think is the right method is the ETH burn. Ultra sound money. This is the way to go. This is the way to go, in my opinion. So you see here, they burn ETH. But they burn ETH based on usage of the chain. And this is sustainable. This is sustainable. There is no company, there's no ETH foundation. It's just people using the chain and paying for the use. Makes sense, right? To me, it makes sense. Anyways, guys, I hope you're doing well. If you're just tuning in, I hope you're strapped in. I hope you press that like button. And let's get back to the CRO chart. So as mentioned earlier, guys, this is bullish. Definitely a bullish structure over here for Cronos for the short term. But right now, we do have a bit of struggle. Let me remove this quickly. We do have a bit of struggle today. Why? Well, because we are again at this blue line. The 50-day simple moving average. Short term, this will be the biggest hurdle. If we overcome this, then we kind of start a new price structure again. So I kind of thought, honest thoughts here, guys, but again, no financial advice. I can make mistakes as well. I really thought that when we had this phase over here, let me zoom in a bit more. So this phase, so we kind of went over the blue line at this phase. That was good. That was what we needed for the short term. Going above the blue line. Because normally, and I might sound like a broken record, normally, when we go above the blue line, it is very bullish. Very bullish. You see, right? Very bullish. But not only there. Also, guys, over here. We went above the blue line. We went above the blue line. Very bullish. So, potentially, not every time, guys, not every time we go above the blue line. But normally, it tends to be very bullish. Here, there are some periods where it goes above it and then below it again, above it, below it again here as well. But it depends a bit, of course, on the market conditions. I'm a firm believer that right now we are definitely heading towards the more positive period. Bitcoin is showing some momentum. Bitcoin is showing some momentum. But is it enough? That's the big question. What might help as well is these periods, guys. Going a bit back to the conversation we just had. So, yeah, what Wade is mentioning. So, these periods, guys, they kind of were in the same time that we had some memes popping off on Cronos. I think we had Nuts. Nuts was a big one. Anyone remember Nuts? Jeez, man, these things can die as well very quickly. Very quickly. So we had Nuts. We had Mary, I think, going for the first round. We had Karl. We had, I think, also the Troll coin. This was when the Troll coin was doing quite well. But I'm not that big on memes, guys. My personal portfolio is very low on memes. But that kind of also helps some momentum. And we might have that same thing again right now. So, hate it or like it, memes will probably help in the long term. They will form communities on Cronos. They will form friends. They will form partnerships. For example, talking about partnerships, let's go to crypto.com, the official account. Because I think David or Crew probably didn't expect anything like this. But they just had a big partnership. They had a very big partnership with the Mary team. Here we go. So Mary is coming to Loaded Lion main city. So they launched their own NFT project. And they're right now integrating the Mary NFTs. And I also got more one myself. They're integrating one into main city. personally not that fond of Main City. I don't think Main City will bring the millions of users to Merry or to Crypto.com for that matter. But still though, it's cool, right? It's quite cool. It's quite cool. Ooh, coming in with the nice predictions. Coming in with the predictions over here. CRO going to 25 cents in September. Let's go break that 18 cents first, and then we'll see. I'm, again, guys, going back to my Bitcoin chart. I'm a bit cautious. I know Cronos can move. I definitely know Cronos can move, but it can take some time. It can take some time. Honestly, I'm waiting. I'm very patient. Monthly, doing my DCAs. But this is what I expect. So in May, I expect Cronos to take off. The question though is, and that's maybe what's cool about this discussion that we can have, VDG. The price target for CRO can be a lot higher than last cycle. It can be a lot higher than last cycle. So it can be that we slowly make those moves. So this is, guys, when let me draw it out for you. Let me draw it out. So this is not the CRO. This is not the CRO chart, but just go with it for now. Let's say this is the current CRO price. This is the current CRO price. And this is when I expect a pop-off for CRO. It could be that we slowly move back. We slowly move back up and down towards that $1 level. So let's say in May, we approach the $1 level as the previous all-time high. And then we have that parabolic move. That's definitely, I still think, a possibility. But then we do need to have a very strong Q4. And traditionally, guys, crypto does have a strong Q4. November is traditionally seen the strongest month for Cronos. It is the strongest month for Cronos, November. It's crazy though, isn't it? This is a possibility, guys. This is definitely a possibility. This part will shake out so many people. This will shake out so many people. When we have Cronos going to about 50 cents, Cronos will go to 50 cents. And people think, ah, shit, I need to take profit. And then it dumps, back to like 30 cents. But be prepared for that. Be prepared for 30-cent Cronos. Because it will happen. It will shake you out. And just when it's done shaking out you and me, then it will have that move up, It needs the fresh money, the new people coming in. In the end, crypto is a bit of a Ponzi, isn't it? It's a bit of a Ponzi. Backed by tech, though. Backed by good tech. But Zed is right. It's an inverted head and shoulders. It's an inverted head and shoulders for Cronos. So for the short term, might be very, very good. That might be very, very good for short term. Do you think Cronos will airdrop people some tokens after the Bridge Pioneer program? I don't know, McKay, how it will exactly work. But I do know that they will have incentives with the points. Bridge. For anyone that doesn't know, right now we do have the missions on ZK. Cronos ZK EVM. And those missions will earn you points. So you can, I can't see the missions right now. That's a shame. But these points can be converted into ZK CRO and other community tokens on ZK. So potentially it's an airdrop, but it might be like you have to claim, or you will earn something though, which is really cool. Do you like Vino Finance getting coins from last supercharger? Oh, you do have some Vino coins right now. I honestly don't know, VDG. I do like Vino Finance. It's a cool protocol. It's a really cool protocol. But how do they make their money? What do they use the token for? Varys, my man, welcome. Welcome, strapping in right now. Welcome, Varys. Yeah, that's a question. It's a good question, VDG. I like the protocol, but do I like that coin? That's I think the best question we need to ask right now, because what's the here we see. So our protocol token is Vino. Use as a utility token. Okay, so you can stake to receive yields. That's decent. That's decent. Extra Vino when you deposit in the fountain. You can provide liquidity. Okay. Earn more Vino. Basically, it's only saying, hey, stake. Please use it to stake. Lock and stake, right? That's, in my opinion, that's not enough. You need to have Vino to do something. Having said that, though, guys, in crypto, it's kind of crazy, isn't it? People don't really look into the coins. They just stack and hodl. And this might be a coin that might pop off. So, again, not really financial advice, VDG. But I hold on to my supercharged tokens always, kind of. Just because I know they might pop off and I won't buy them. I don't put my own money into Vino. But the little bit I got from the supercharger, it might do very well this bull cycle. For example, we just had the supercharger event for Korg AI a few months ago. Korg AI. And it just had a beautiful, beautiful pump. About 70% in one day. About 70%. Can I check it? I think I am. Korg AI. Corgi AI. Yeah, so this looks like a bad chart, but guys, look at this. Beautiful. What is this? Super crazy chart, guys. Super crazy. What just happened in one day there is crazy. So you got some tokens maybe if you locked into the supercharger. That's quite beautiful, isn't it? Free money. Free money. Yeah, I had the same. I had the same Zaid. Didn't expect that to pump as well. I mean, I kind of like what they're doing with the NFTs they have. If you guys don't know, they do have, I think, something happening on their site. Let me check. Let me check. Korg AI. Let's go to their Twitter page. Because I think they just launched a new campaign as well. Korg AI. Also, I do have a giveaway coming up soon, guys, with the Korg AI community. So stay tuned. Video is coming up live soon. Very soon. Next week. So strap in, like the video, subscribe. But the Korg AI team, what they are doing is right now a new event, really. A new prediction event. So you can create your own presidential NFTs. You can create your own presidential NFTs, which you will create with AI. And yeah, then it is also kind of prediction pool. So you see, you mint it, 150 CRO, and then you can actually get your NFT to participate for all the Republicans or for the Democrats. And then who wins? So here you see the prize pool. You see the prize pool of the mint. If Trump is going to win, people that actually made this NFT, that will win a bit of the prize pool. Or if Kamala Harris will win, you will get this part of the prize pool. So it's kind of cool, you know. It's gimmicky, I know, but still, they at least try to do something cool every once in a while. Mr. John, all good, man. Welcome. Blessing as well. And smash the like button, guys. Do like John. Good to see you, John. Yeah, it's pretty degen, isn't it? It's pretty cool, though. It's pretty cool, though. So Zahid is saying, wouldn't it be like $3 if we were to compare to the BNB market cap? I think so. We can check that. We can check that, guys. We do have a quite cool tool for that. Market cap compare. No. This one. I like this a lot. So here we have it. You can check it out. It's market cap off. So we can say, hey, what if CRO would have the market cap of BNB? Then, guys, we would be sitting at a nice $3. 36x. Jeez Louise. And that is at the current price of BNB, right? That's the current price of BNB. If you would go to the all-time high, $4. So if you've been following the channel for a long time, this was my bull case for previous cycle. This was my bull case for the previous cycle. It might be the base case for this cycle. I still need to do a price prediction video. I know you guys like that. I find it weird though, because it's kind of everyone's guess, but I can make quite the well-educated guess though. Yeah, it's a really cool tool. Really cool tool. So Solid Snake is asking about Mary. Mary is also having quite the pump, don't they? Yeah, quite the pump. Oh. Trading View, let's go. Let's check it out. Oh, let's go to Dex Screener. Yeah, I'm a human. I'm a human, guys. I'm not AI. I'm not AI. So let's go to Mary. Mary. Also, they are pumping a bit. They are pumping a bit, guys. But be aware still, they also kind of were pumping over here and still they faded. So it might be, again, short-lived. But I'm positive right now. As I mentioned, guys, there is some momentum right now. There is some momentum. The only thing which is not helping us is that we are struggling at this level. Let me go to a clean Bitcoin chart. Because both Cronos as well as Bitcoin is struggling against the 50-day. Against the 50-day over here. Overall, though, it does seem kind of good because we're above it and we're closing above the line. But I need some more confirmation. This is, though, the weekly close. This is the weekly close, guys. So, very important closing dates. Let's check what the Bitcoin is doing against the weekly. Against the weekly, this week, beautiful again, beautiful. Closing above the 50-week simple moving average. And what I like the most about this chart, guys, is that the reaction is beautiful. So, yes, we started the week very close to the 50-week simple moving average. This is where we closed. This is where we began, really, this week, this candle. But Bitcoin, the community, is saying no. We need to be higher. We need to be higher. We're above the previous candle, wicks. So this is definitely good moves. Good moves. But again, as we talked about, guys. Oh, there we go. So Bitcoin is still in this range. It's still in this range. And I expect 63K. 63K is going to be the real retest. That's going to be the real retest. If we break that, yes, it's time to go up again. If not, it might become a bit spooky. It might become a bit spooky, guys, because we still have this pattern kind of trading downwards. But we also have the 50-week. Oh, geez, this is hard to see. This is only lines. Okay. Yeah, let's look at it like this. Yeah. So this blue line is a 50-week, and this light blue one, the teal one, that's the range kind of, right? That's the range in which we have this flag pattern. So once it starts to go below that, below the blue line, I'm becoming a bit bearish. So the question is, John, the question by John is, do you think we are dumping after a rate cut? Hard to say. Hard to say. I don't think anything is broken in the economy. There are still plenty of job openings. There are still plenty of businesses thriving. There is still quite some liquidity in the market. So honestly, my personal belief is that John, you are John. Powell, is it Powell? Yeah, not John Powell, it's somewhat Powell. Jerome, almost the same. Jerome Powell is actually doing quite a decent job. He has the very hard job, guys, to balance between making, well, the economy not going crazy with inflation, and also, you know, companies not going bankrupt. And this is really a hard balance to keep, But so far, we've been navigating this difficult sea quite well. or you might achieve this soft landing as we talked about last week. So I'm bullish on the soft landing, and if we get that bullish soft landing, we don't get into a recession. We don't get into a recession, and no recession is absolutely a beautiful scenario for Bitcoin, for CRO, for altcoins. I have to say though that I do expect, let me remove John over here. I do have to say though, I kind of expect that we will have a bear market, of course, in 2026. And I'm kind of afraid that the economy will have some aftershock effect kind of the corona dump, of the, of also this high inflation period. So I kind of expect also for traditional stock markets that we might see a bit of a dump or recession, maybe even in 2026. But for now, I expect 2024, 2025 to be quite decent. If we don't get a big bounce up in inflation as well. Inflation doesn't need to get entrenched really in the economy. But so far, so good. So I'm quite bullish on overall the economy, on crypto. So important, guys, to stay strapped in. Make sure you are prepared, DCA in, get your stuff done, and make sure you're going to get that generational wealth, as Salt Snake talked about. Yeah, money for generational wealth, buying a house, or simply early retirement. I don't know if any one of you is looking into FIRE. It's the free financially independence retire early movement. But this is definitely a way, I think, to achieve it. One of the best ways. Maybe even one of the final cycles for crypto to easily make that much money. If you don't want to gamble at all in the degen casino, that is. Rockets in the morning, guys. Beautiful. Oh my god, John, I've got 8k dry powder, but we'll wait after Wednesday to see and to eject into the space. Make sure you get a nice basket of Bitcoin, CRO, whatever. Cool, man. Really cool stuff. A real chat. He is. Definitely big chat, guys. So Bitcoin right now is struggling at about 60k. Interesting. I would say 60k is psychologically quite a nice level to be closing this week above. Not like a big deal breaker if we don't, but I would like to see a small move above 60k to close the weekly candle. The weekly candle is based on the Greenwich time zone, so UTC, Universal Time, which will be closing in about 4 more hours, guys, and then we'll have a weekly close. So let's buy a bit more Bitcoin right now, guys. Make sure let's pump that chart. Let's pump the chart, guys. Also, don't forget, if you guys are using DeFi to actually get yourself some mission points, you will get some free money. And also, I made a tweet about this. And for some reason, Twitter is kind of hiding my tweets. But this is, I think, definitely really useful. Really useful. Because we have this leaderboard, so I'm currently ranked 140. So I will get points, and those points I can convert. But you don't have to do much for this. Basically, all the apps on ZK EVM, they have their own campaign as well. So Push of Fun has their own. They have their own trading campaign. We have H2 Finance. They do a Zeely campaign. So what you can do, for example, is you have to daily log in or do a swap. We have Wolf Swap. They are a DEX aggregator. They also have their own trading competition. And basically, all you gotta do is use the platform just a little bit, and you will get rewards for using them. Again, Zeely, campaign for Ampli. We have Fulcrum, also doing a trading competition and a staking competition. And yeah, that's all, folks. But I would say it's free money. For some it's really easy. Just only like retweet, and you get some points. But I use it myself. It's quite nice, honestly. Quite nice. What else is happening? Well, I would like to quickly check on Cronos again. Right now, Bitcoin is pumping again above the $900 mark. So very close to 60K. But what I normally check, guys, is two things. So what we check normally is, not this one, the CRO rainbow chart. The CRO rainbow chart, which is this one. And the rainbow chart is still acting up very nicely over here. So what we do have is the green band, so the buying position. We are below the dollar line, which is also steadily rising. But it seems so far so good. So for this week, nothing really too special. And also we do have, what we still do have is the weekly MACD. So let's go to a different one. For example, this one on Coinbase. And if I enlarge it, you can see some interesting patterns right now because we've been talking about this. You see this, guys? You see this? This is the MACD. And the MACD, it's a tool, right? So we have all kind of tools to check the price for Cronos, to check growth. This is a tool I use a lot, the MACD. And normally, as you might expect, green is good, red is bad. But we also have the red candle, the really solid red, and we have the light red. I would say even almost a bit pinkish. But the pinkish one is kind of showing that we are having new momentum. Here you see it. We are... Well, let's go to a different one. Okay, it starts there. We can see for the green as well. So here we have solid green, solid green, solid green. It's growing, it's growing, it's growing. And then after, well, a while, it becomes light green. And we start to get into the red territories again. So normally what I would expect is we go from red to green. And green is good. Green is really good. So far, this pattern is still playing out. So let's check how many candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About 10 here. Then normally you would expect about the same on the other side. It's a bit of like a mirror. Bit like a mirror. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's quite bullish, guys. That's quite bullish. It might be that we start next week. Maybe in the green. Maybe in the green. No, guys, this is a scam. This is a scam. Let's not do this. This is don't trust Mr. Circus, guys. Unfortunately, we'll get a ban here if I can do that. Be nice, guys. Otherwise, I will use the ban hammer. There we go. Bye-bye. I have no clue what he was saying. No clue. Thanks, VDG, for being vigilant. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, guys. Anyways. So, MACD is looking good. I'm expecting a bullish week overall for Cronos. If we can break, though, that crazy line, that would be very nice. That would be very nice. Where's the price up? I'm losing my charts. No. I won't ban you. I won't ban you, VDG. I won't ban you. You're too nice. Okay, guys. I started the stream quite seriously. Today, I started a bit late, of course, due to my grandma being in the hospital. Again, quick reminder. Make sure, guys, you get yourself some generational wealth this season. This upcoming year will be filled with opportunities. Make sure, like John, you get your bags ready. Make sure you get your money in the right place. Make sure you get yourself in positions as well. Don't be sidelined too long. No financial advice. But I had this issue last cycle. And this time I'm prepared. I'm already ready for 2 years. Kinda. So get yourself your positions when you feel confident about them. And make sure you take profit. Also, when a new meme cycle begins, take profit. That's my friendly advice, guys, to you. I will quickly go to bed. I'm very tired. A bit longer today, a bit shorter stream, but honestly, still very good. Thank you so much, VDG, Zahid, Avaris, John. Not you, Circus. Solid Snake, MK, Martino as well. Cube, welcome guys. Very good to see you. We'll see you next week again with the weekly close. Same time, same place. So have a good one. Enjoy and peace. Yes, stock up the hopium, guys. Strapping out, yes. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.